wonderful presentation that we are going to jointly create. Okay, it's not just one way. I would like it to be very interactive kind of session. So, how many of you, before I start my presentation, I want to ask how many of you are 40 plus? Please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 people are 40 plus, and 2 of you are, how far you are from the age 40? 1 year. 1 year. Okay.
5 years.
5 years. So we can count all of us like in the same age zone, can we?
Yeah.
We are nearing 40 or we are 40 plus. So at the age of 40 plus, we have some peculiar issues and challenges. Do you agree? Yes? Do you agree? Yeah. So I want to learn from you what are those challenges. Health. Yeah, perfect. Health is the major challenge. Second, midlife crisis. हाथ मिलाइए. Wonderful. You touched the nail. You nailed it. You know. Midlife crisis. Can you elaborate what do you mean by midlife crisis?
I mean, you come deeper into a path or a career that either you choose or you just ended up with.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
you're doing it, maybe you're starting to make a reasonable amount of money also, but whether you're passionate about it
Yes.
or you're not is the
Yes.
question.
Perfect.
So one part is that excitement, the other part is career sustainability.
Career
Because there was
sustainability.
a point when you always state that there is
Right.
a younger generation which
Yes.
is catching up pretty fast.
Wonderful.
And they are much more economical than you. They don't want to cost you that much. And so there is always this insecurity that, are you still good enough for your job or not?
Okay. Wonderful. Anybody else would like to add?
You stop developing tolerance for incompetent.
Yes. Yeah. Stop tolerating
Incompetent also. right?
incompetent people in your life, right? Okay. So tolerance level goes down, right? Is that what you summarize it as? Anybody else would like to add?
You are supposed to behave in a much more mature manner. You don't remain a free bird that you could have been.
And some of it is purpose because that's what the world around you is expecting from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You are supposed to be mature, right?
Yeah, act mature at least. You want to be a free bird, but the society forces you to act mature.
Okay.
एक चीज मैं कहूँगा सीखे फियर
Fear, okay.
द फियर ऑफ अब तो थोड़ी सी बची है
Alright.
उसमें क्या करना है
Okay.
आधी निकल गई आधी बची है
So you become fearless, right?
नहीं नहीं फियरफुल इट्स अदर वे कि थोड़ी सी बची है अब क्या करना है उसमें
Become drift by both fear right?
Fear level goes up.
And
Okay.
somehow that's a very candid confession I must say.
Yeah.
It requires some thresholds keep increasing, so you feel time come again, whatever.
Okay. Okay. Great. So, Vikas, anything you want to add from your side?
Sorry, I was out of context.
So, what are the challenges? How old are you, Vikas? First of all,
36.
36. So you are nearing 40, right? So, what are the challenges you perceive anybody at 40 plus will be facing? You know.
In my case, it was more around purpose of life.
Purpose of life. Okay. That's a deep one.
So he actually got first
He got Nirvana much before.
much before
Nirvana is, yes,
Yeah.
kind of similar. That
he left his job
is
and
it this life that I want to live or
Right.
there's something else?
Oops. Okay. 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 Got it.
I would like to add stability.
Stability. Okay. So you mean you want to have more stability, right?
Little bit of
Yeah.
stability. Stability covers lot many things.
Okay, great. Anything else anybody would like to add to the list? Okay, so let me also add, it's a wonderful list. So clap for all of us. Co-creating this. So I want to add that our hormones are changing, right? And the children that we have, they are almost coming to teenage. Even their hormones are also creating havoc in their life. So together, it's like a pot which is simmering from every corner. You know, your spouse and the children. You know, all the members of the family are having some kind of, you know, hormonal changes, and that adds to a lot of confusion, that creates a lot of anxiety, uncertainty, and that creates a state where we have an opportunity to create a brand new life. Okay? Let me give you a story. Have you heard about a bird called eagle? Do you know what journey they go through? Does anybody know?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So can you
So
Great,
after
that-
I think about 30 years of life,
Yeah.
it goes to a mountain peak
yeah,
and plucks off its feathers, its beak, and breaks its beak and
Yes.
its claws,
yes,
so that the new can come and it can sustain it for another 30 years or so of
absolutely.
its life.
Absolutely.
But if it does not do it, then
Yes.
it's going to die.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Claps for you. Let me just refine it a little bit further. So, they are also having this kind of stage as a human beings near the age of 40. So, their beak is now tilted, right? It's bent down. So, they can't eat properly. Their wings are very heavy. They are not aerodynamic anymore. They can't even fly. And their claws or talons or पंजा जिसे हिंदी में कहते हैं, right? They have become very rubbery, so they can't hold on to the prey. They are carnivorous birds, you know. So they can eat as large an animal as a goat or even a human child, you know. So they are so heavy, so they can't even feed themselves. They can't pray, they can't fly, they can't do they can't do anything basically. So they have three choices. How many choices? Three choices. So first choice is to wait for the death to come. Right? Because they can't eat, they can't catch the prey, and they can't even fly. So what is left? Nothing, right? So they can wait for the death to come. Second is that they compromise with the quality of their life, and then they depend on the praise of others, right? Leftover food, right? And the third one is the most difficult one, like you said. So they have to go for a very big set of transformations for themselves, and it takes 15 months to achieve that. 15 months. It's a long, painful journey. Right? So what they do? They break their beak. Like you must have seen a lizard, you know. When they lose their tail, a new one comes after some time. So similarly in the life of an eagle, if they break their beak, the new beak comes after some time. It
Is
takes
it 12 years or 15 years?
Sorry?
Is it 12 years or 15 years, I think. If it's 12 years, they
No,
wait for
after 35 to 40, you know. So between 35 and 40 is the age when this happens. And it takes 15 months to achieve that kind of transformation. That's destiny, right? So they break their beak and new one comes. It takes maybe 3 or 4 months. And then with a new beak, they pluck each and every feather from their body. You can imagine how painful would that be for a bird to remove their own feathers. And they could not have done with the old beak, right? Because they were tilted, it was bent. So they wait first for the new beak to come, and they pluck each and every feather. And they are, full of blood everywhere. So they have to live in a secluded place so that others, birds don't eat them up. They don't consume them as a food. So they remain in a state of shock for that period of time. So once the new feathers also come, the next turn is to break their talons, right? And the new set of talons comes, and in 15 months they are ready. They are now like a brand new bird, you know. So they have full energy and they can live for next 30 more years, you know. So 70 is the total life of a eagle if they go through that transformation. Similarly, my friends, all of us would have to go through that journey of transformation. And all these midlife crises will be taken care of. So first of all, I'll touch upon the health. What do we need to do? We need to take care of our health. We need to take care of the health of our spouse and our children. And we have to be very choosy. We need to get rid of all the vice. And this lecture is not meant to be a full-time nutrition kind of lecture. So I'll just finish it, just one tip, and that is to get rid of all the whites, which means get rid of sugar, get rid of maida, get rid of salt, get rid of all the other whites. What are other whites? That we don't know.
बहुत सारी हैं
बताइए.
बहुत सारी
Milk. Milk is the fourth one. Which is the fifth one? Rice. So these are the five, and not just milk, all the byproducts of milk. We have to get rid of all that. So with that I will move on to the next, which is the tolerance level. Our tolerance level goes down, right? So what do we do to take care of that? What we need to do is we have to understand that all the anxiety and all the problems in our life comes because we are expecting something from the other person. So drop all your expectations from anybody, and that will be the beginning of your new life. You know, it's not easy to drop because you expect your wife or husband to do something for you, your children, your teachers, your employees, your boss, your customers. It's not easy. But that's the only way you can take care of this, if you drop all the expectations from everybody. Let's move on to the mature. You need to act mature. Need not act mature. You should be mature. Right? Why? What do you mean by you should be mature? You know, so I'll ask Mr. Juneja, when you said this, I want to have this issue, you know, I have to act like a mature person. So can you give me some more highlight, some more light into this?
Yeah, I mean, see, when you're younger, you're more bubbly, you're energetic,
Yeah.
and you are a little carefree.
Okay,
But the society now expects you to be a role model for others.
okay. So let's stand up. Who stops you to being bubbly? So let's dance. एक गाना चलाया कौन सा? कोई है किसी के पास अच्छा सा? Put a song यार.
गाइड हो ना सर,
हाँ?
गाइड दीजिए.
नहीं उसमें वो पार्टी वाला इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा. एक गाना जरूर होना चाहिए. आप लगाइए. तो ये पार्टी हमें हर रोज करनी है. ये मैं आपको सिर्फ एक डेमो दे रहा हूँ. So you have to promise me that you have to do this every day. Will you do that? Yeah. So that you don't have to act mature. Who said? क्योंकि आपके अंदर के बच्चे को उसको जिंदा रखना बहुत जरूरी है. मानते हो इस बात को? If you are enthusiastic, right, in every activity, that will give you the desired results.
हाँ वो लगा दिया
लगाओ क्या वो?
That is working.
चलिए.
ताकि आपको कोई सोसाइटी का वो ना दे.
Oh, yeah, I'm just smoking.
फॉर्म ही नहीं आ पा रहे विक्रम की गाना बज जाएगा तब तक.
Everybody is watching you.
बीच में क्या कर रहे हो?
एक तो ड्रिप के बाद
Don't act mature.
क्या बासु घूम रही है
अगले टाइम 90 when you नहीं देगा कैसे.
Seeker is trying hard to be Vipasha.
बीड़ी जलाइए.
ठीक है बस आप दो नए बच्चे थोड़ा बहुत फॉर्म ये कर रहे हैं वो हम योगा के टाइप वाला कर रहे हैं इसी बहाने वो
कराना भी है ना उसको जाना।
तो उसी के लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड यार।
Okay. Thank you very much for being the sport. Next is fear. Somebody said fear goes up. Who said that?
मैंने कहा
So give me some more information why you said that.
ये लगता है फियर के बस अब 40 हो गए, 40 ही बचे हैं, जिंदगी में कुछ किया है नहीं, आगे क्या करना है।
Okay, so glass empty, half empty and half full, right?
नहीं वो नहीं है, मतलब अब आधी जिंदगी कट गई, आधा सफर कट गया, आधा बचा है, अब देना क्या है दुनिया को।
Okay, देना क्या है? ये तो बहुत अच्छा है।
हाँ
This is good.
अभी तक लिया ही लिया है,
तो इसमें प्रॉब्लम तो कोई है ही नहीं, इसमें fear का है।
कोई भी नहीं, फियर मतलब you may say it as a
You are now more energetic, more knowledgeable, more experienced, right? More mature, and you now have the responsibility to train the next generation. Take on that hat of a trainer, of a coach, of a mentor, right? And once you put that hat on your head, all the things will fall in place. Do you agree? So claps for this. Purpose of life. Let's talk about purpose of life. So can you give me some more information? You said this because
Right. So
Yeah.
I have a strong belief system which says that if you are not pursuing your life, better to die. That's the best contribution that you can give to this world. अगर आप अपने dreams पे काम करना शुरू करोगे,
Yeah.
क्योंकि I have some belief that कुछ तो natural way में सबके dreams बनाए गए हैं, जो उस order में fulfill हो तो naturally world अच्छी direction में जाएगा. जितने डॉक्टर्स के ड्रीम है उतने ही डॉक्टर्स के ड्रीम बनाए हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि सबको डॉक्टर बनाए हैं. जितने इंजीनियर्स के ड्रीम है, तो आपको जो ड्रीम दिया गया है अपने लिए वो आपको फुलफिल करना चाहिए. दैट इज द बेस्ट कंट्रीब्यूशन टू द वर्ल्ड. क्योंकि हमें लगता है ड्रीम मतलब मैं तो अपने पे खर्चा करूंगा. अगर मैं अपने पे भी खर्चा करूंगा तो मैं किसी तो एक्सपेंसिव प्रोडक्ट बनाने वाले की डिग्री करवाऊंगा ना. अगर सभी लोग को गेमिंग मोड में आ गए तो महंगी गाड़ियां, जिसको बनाने का शौक है उसकी गाड़ियां खरीदेगा कौन, राइट? तो कुछ खरीदार भी चाहिए जो महंगी गाड़ियां खरीदेंगे. तो अगर मैं अपने पे भी स्पेंड करना चाहता हूँ, प्रीमियम होटल में जाना चाहता हूँ, तो जिसको प्रीमियम होटल बनाने का शौक है उसको भी तो कोई ग्राहक चाहिए ना.
Yes.
तो आई स्ट्रांगली बिलीव कि जिसका जो ड्रीम है उसको उस पे काम करना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल.
दैट इज पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ.
Perfect. So what I would say is that in my program which is called FFHub.ck Arora.
तो मेरे को 40 वेट करना है इसमें आने के लिए, मतलब 4 साल और वेट करना है.
नहीं, कोई वेट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. See, that's the advantage that you met me 4 years earlier to becoming 40. So in this portal, I train people on how to first identify a micro niche which will become the project of your life. So it is very aligned with what you said. That is in alignment with your purpose of your life. And there are about 30 or 40 niches in the world which are like selling like hot cakes, and if you engage in one of them, you can become a world-class affiliate marketeer, right? But these are 40 maximum, and they don't make you unique. There are not only 40 people, not 40,000 or 40 crore, right? There are more people in this world. So what would they do? So I would help you to create a micro niche according to your interest, your hobbies, your expertise, your passion, your hobbies, and everything aligned together in this micro niche. And that's what one of the courses teaches you. And for me, for example, 40 plus FF Hub is something very unique. If you search 40 plus, nothing else will come, only my portal will come. So likewise, I will help you create a micro niche if you are not able to do it yourself. And then your project becomes to accumulate all the knowledge that you have, in your head and convert that into video courses, right? And then write articles, write blogs, and create website in alignment with your micro niche, right? And that will be your own product. And once you create that, it will be with you. It will be with you for the lifetime. It doesn't, like this conversation, it will last only up to this 5 o'clock.
Five more minutes.
Right? But that once created, it will last for long. And you put a small price for you people to pay for that, maybe 1,000 rupees, 2,000, 5,000. And it's a very small amount, but if you create that for a large number of people, you create abundance for yourself. Do you get this idea? I can help you provide the step-by-step process on how to do this. And stability, yes. So that's why I also call this as, what is the full form of this? This is 40 plus. And the full form of this second F is FAB, which means again freedom, and this is abundance, and this is business. So we get freedom, abundance, and business. With the stability is taken care of. You don't have to depend on any employer to give you salary on first of every month. You can say goodbye. Once you start this on a part-time basis, and once the income from this activity is more than your salary at that day, you can fire your boss, right? And you can be having all these benefits to yourself. Let's now come to the formal presentation, if whatever time permits us. So, we don't go into all those stories because this will take time. So, so let's start with the sales process. So sales process is a set of steps. As everybody in this room is quite familiar with the process of sales, we don't have to go into that.
Just for a time check, 5 minutes more, right?
5 minutes. Okay. So better understand every stage of your pipeline. So सबसे पहले क्या है? In order to create good amount of sales for you, first thing you need to do is go into the psyche of your prospective customer. What are they looking for from you? So have a conversation with them. What are their issues? Like I created this instantaneously without having any agenda. So I wanted to address each and every person to get some information regarding this topic, right? I don't have to go by the presentation I have. Go by what the market demands. Did I do a good job of this? Right? So claps. Similarly, you also have to do. Identify your prospective customers according to your micro niche. ऐसे कोई random नहीं. Micro niche के हिसाब से. Create your micro niche and then create your audience and deliver what they are looking from you. You can actually, there is a step-by-step process for that also. You can create a questionnaire. You can give an open set of questions or closed set of questions and ask the people to fill that questionnaire. And then you will have a better grasp of what they are looking from you. So this is the first step of sales process. The second thing is develop more effective sales and marketing strategies tailored for the requirement of the market. Do you get it? And then third one is move prospects along the buying process more quickly. So you must be aware that there is a process sales funnel, right? So if there are 10,000 people who are coming to your funnel, not everybody will be your customer, right? First of all, you have to offer them some freebie to get attracted to your sales funnel, and then maybe 5,000 will be interested to know a little bit more, and maybe 2,000 will buy something from you of very low value. Out of those 2,000, maybe 500 will actually buy the next level. So call this as L1, this is L2, and this is L3. So maybe about 50 people will go to the next level of product. Now this L3 may be very costly, right? And together 50 into whatever the price is will be a lot more than the 2,000 people. They are together paying for you. So this is the concept of, I will educate you more on this once you are with me. Smoothly onboard hires when expanding your sales team. So that is the next process. You need to have a boarding. There is a boarding card होता है ना, एक ticket होता है, ticket to your world. You give them a ticket, which is a smooth ride for them, and they will be able to enjoy the journey for the lifetime. They will be with you because you are creating solutions just for those people. Right? Do you get this idea? So I think if the time is not there anymore, we can stop it here. Thank you very much for being here.
Any question?
Yeah, questions? You're most welcome to ask.
This was ffhub.secure.
Yeah. So FF is 40 plus FAB. FAB means freedom, abundance, business. So you get the freedom as well as the abundance. Now freedom from what? Let me elaborate that also. Thanks for asking that. Yeah. So you get freedom from, and then you get freedom of, and then you get abundance of. So you get freedom from all the worries and freedom from uncertainty, freedom from the boss, freedom from the traffic, where you don't have to travel anywhere. You can create this business right at your own bedroom, right? Sitting on your own bed. Then all the stress, and then freedom of, so this is called financial freedom. You get freedom of finances. You can demand any money from the market as you like. Then you freedom of choice, freedom of whatever you want to buy, freedom from wherever you want to go. So location freedom, and then abundance of what? Abundance of wealth, abundance of happiness, abundance of friends, abundance of love, and abundance of what else are you looking for? Wisdom. So these are the objectives of